Asher's little Talami is called Xiǎng and the Dragon Clan because it's not the anti-enlightenment in his hands, but the dinosaur hall. All the Dragon Clan listen to me. Susu came out to pick up fakes. If you take your mother, you will be at your own risk. An ignorant child dares to come to the dragon race to play wild in the midst of emptiness. I simply don't know the heights of the heavens and the earth. Zhao Kunshan Jianlong's Kongman's Jing Yunran is Wu Dongfang. In my heart, I'm not only not doing anything, but I'm struggling a little bit, thinking about what is the security service of my blogger. The ball teeth that I was afraid of rushed forward directly, and the sailor with clear seedlings and lightblood turned into the dragon clan on the Wunong side with one move. Under the teeth of the soul dragon, the giant dragon quickly changed its shape, and then several strong dragons rushed out. But Woolong can't escape the old soul of Solong Qiáng. As for the short moment of time, hundreds of dragon masters became Zhao Kunshan's catcher. And this is handled by the ancestor of the dragon clan himself. Who are you? What is the purpose of this move? Didn't Gomoxi tell you? Experts need a lot of horse screens, so they selected your dragon clan, Zhao Kunshan said lightly. Highest man is simply too deep. Hearing this, the ancestor of the dragon clan, Lu, rushed forward immediately. I plan to kill this person first and then go to the Wuming Mountain. In the next second, a huge dragon body appeared, opened its bloody mouth and rushed towards Zhao Kunshan. There is no doubt that the expert has given me the magic weapon to conquer the dragon clan long ago. Get up. After saying that, he pulled out the huge brother's dragon body. Please see that it was pulled away. Adhering to this situation, the ancestor of the dragon clan was also beaten down again and again. It turned out to be Qiáng. No wonder you are worried about selling tickets. But that undeniably tall man behind you. Is it counted that our dragon clan has land soldiers? Hearing that Zhao Kunshan, the second son of the ground soldier, was hard to move. You must know that whether it is now or in the morning, the ground soldiers. Most of the time it's the most horrific military situation in the world. Look at you like this, your tall man is not counted as a ground soldier. If the words should fall, the ground soldiers can afford to be selected after passing the stick. It's sending out extremely terrifying micro-pressure. The right-hand twisting tool of the ancestor of the dragon clan is the opposite of terror. Looking at Zhao Kunshan is like reading a real question. Humans pay the price for your actions. The protagonist who turned red in his hand after saying nothing. At the same time, the central area of the storm sea. The little 5 and 3 people just felt that here. That's the ghost. The formal omen held by the man in the hand. Looks like we're a book late. Land soldiers of Weibelong Xiaochuan. Violin. Check the bow, you go back first and let me try it. In the next second, Xiao Wuxiu came to the devil lord. Leave the omen. God can forgive me and wait for my thoughts. Although dang omen's idea. I just don't know. I'll bring you a few episodes today. Wherever Qin Shang went, Kaka sat down in the void. Xiao Wuluan is Walongshi for. Worthy of being a ground soldier who can even think about space. But for the sake of an expert, he knows that he must never talk later. You can ask and read directly in the next second. That terrible breath of soldiers. It actually starts to dissipate when it touches itself. This day the magic piano is afraid of the breath of the master. Pro-wise audio tour. Xia Wutai starts to save power with both hands. Catalyzed breath. It's been so long that the light yellow appears behind me. And the demon lord here was suddenly deserted. Because he discovered that the magic piano had let go of his control that day. To wait for him to react, Tián actually flew away. He only flew in front of Xiaowu. Then if you want to attack Xiao would you? The masters of the Mozu saw that this eye was full of people. In the heart turn over the murderer Poland. Land soldiers took the initiative to become a blessing. He is strong. Run away. But how could Xiao Wu let go of these evil thoughts of the demons? Wherever Qin Shang went, the heaven and the earth were so deadly. One thought of those demons. The future few escaped. Turned into red and ashes fly away. Seeing that Xiao Wu can actually make the local soldiers a blessing. Xiao Qing and the two also thought that Xiao Wu hit Dijuan. Xiao Wu explains that he is not even. It is because of the will. Xiǎng let his breath. Heavenly demon Xinjinshin is a blessing and a rebel. At this moment, a very terrifying breath came to wash your feet. The 3 of them died in shock. This is the ground contract. At the turn of the painting, Zhao Kunshan was punctual. The ancestor of the dragon clan of the Jinggu gang beats up the elder sister by Tuan. Just when the ancestor of the dragon clan was about to give Zhao Kunshan one last chance, Tian Maqin suddenly appeared and knocked Jinggu gang away. In the next second, the Jinggu gang wants to. Like a little Wuju gone with a breath of mortals. A spirited soldier. Superior and much smarter than your dragon. Until Liang Qinza grinds and dies. One last question about your choice. To build this situation, the ancestors of the Dragon Clan expressed their feelings. If the Dragon Clan is willing to trap the Tomb Lingzhu, as well as the heart of success in the ancient war. At this time, Xiao Wu, who is holding 2 ground soldiers. There is also a weapon to become immortal. Laughing just now, Tian Xingquan actually raised a knife and planned to attack himself. Because before Tianqing lost cattle, he turned from attacking cattle to milk. Then get the mortal superior. Xiao Tian Xingquan also wants to laugh. Come for the Lord of the High in the Niu Kingdom. Just now, the young master of the Xuanwu clan escaped through the Wuming Mountain. I found here that I was a member of the dance family. Xinwu chooses the breath of pigs. Take a closer look at the dream dancer. I saw a group of uncultivated anti-humans below. And saw that they would use pig fights to fight for. Continuing anti-human beings dare to leak poison to my family's creatures. Just looking for death. Said the bully chooses to dance while taking the weather. Hit straight down. But in the next second, he felt that he hit a layer of light. One drum and one terrifying avenue pressed down on him slightly. The prototype of him was instantly beaten back to the prototype. And his powerful cultivation base. It must not have been suppressed. Directly from the sky to the grass red. Take him out of the deep grass. Only then did I realize that there was an extremely terrifying battle here. Can suppress Wuxia's cultivation base and turn them into anti-human. I don't have a lot of heart in choosing dances. Could it be that what I encountered was the legendary distance war? The more he thinks about it, he keeps shouting in his heart. Back to death. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. Xiao Wu and the two just returned to Bian and met Tao Pao's dance selection. Xiao Qing asked if she wanted to expel him. Xiao Wu thought about it or decided to pretend he didn't see it. After all, Mr. Chen didn't speak. Xiao Qing directly stepped forward to release the devil from the sky. My son heard about your love exchange. I made a special promise. You see, you mean like. I like it. The eyes are indeed always on Xiao Wukan. I saw that he actually had a gift in his hand. Words to Xiaokan. Then Xiao Qing is so sensible that God helps the public. Push Xiao Wu directly into Chen Fan's arms. If there is no him, I will say goodbye first. Xiao Wu estimated her courage and put the dragon and pig on the ground. Mr. Chen, this is for you. Xiao Wu wondered if Qingong Longzhu was the son of dragon and pig? Mr. Chen should forgive himself this time. Minister, we thought that we only mentioned it to the master once. The basketball that Xiao Wu sent to herself. Maybe he doesn't like it. It's just introversion and expression. At the same time, Xuanwu crawled outside the playground. I thought it would be safe to climb out of the big town. However, it happened to be seen by the minister. Where am I going to come from a king? Do you want to arrest this bastard? In the evening, I will lose most of my soup. This sentence directly goes to the head of Xuanwu Lianliang. High man's fate, high man's life. Xiao Wu is kind enough to pass on the message. It's useless just to bake. No useless people will be left by your side. It's wonderful to hear this. Thank you, Miss Line, for your kindness. I see. The selected machine is directly spread to the water zero pig. Directly cover the stick with the button blue. Then put Shui Ling Zhu and Wen Dang Dang. Seeing this scene, we did not invite the chief because of him. I didn't expect this tortoise to always know how to seek. I'd better not kill it and keep it for fun watching the shadow. The laughing gods on the side. It's also the time to stop and plan to attack yourself. You don't need to self-tack and know how to play, can you? Then a jump over to save you. Thinking of myself, I have to perform well in front of superiors. The optional dance steps will directly raise the smile of Tianlun. I also thought you were laughing at God. You can force me. Then Xuanwu lay on the ground and lifted Shui Lingzhu up. The entire basketball court suddenly. Human rights full of water zero pigs. This is the holy dance of my dance group. You won't know this one. Just when one person, one dog and one dog are having a hard time enjoying each other. Lao Yi knocked and pulled Xiao Wu aside and said clearly. Xiao Wu is still a master and I like you. You see, in our group, the machine element that is second to you is the largest. Even if you don't like it, at least it shows that she looks the most. Since an expert pretends to be anti-human, he must. Can't get around the item of marriage and childbirth. Hearing this, Xiao Wu suddenly looked at the light. Then the father means. I can try. There are also experts who often say that it is not easy to drag a thin bicycle. Although I don't know that bicycles and mopeds are compatible. But it can be seen that the expert appreciates this kind of modeling spirit. This manual is handed over to you. This is the speech of observing the master for the father. Therefore, the many hands that have been studied are one. You can take it as a gift. If Xiaowu is really old-fashioned and has a lot of hands, be careful all the way. Welcome again. I understand, thank you, father. And this is the coast point far away from Woming Mountain. A few classics happen to see the water spirit bead. The weather that emanates. It seems that Xuan Wuyani has found the water spirit pearl. You go with me. It is necessary to kill the last dancer. Think more water spirit beads. The painting should fall into this group of classic subpoints, the famous mountains and the non-group. Be careful with this cute and mind-boggling picture. After getting Shen Hui's nerve that can break the sky. A pre-image of the team leader Sun Wuzhong returning together after the victory. The team leader Gong Hong's stinginess is back. No matter what the meaning is, we must lead them to meet Maozu. In this situation, Sun Wuxuan asked if he should do it directly. I am stingy and said that I can't wait to see what they think and find out. And the two above Dian are the most repentant hands of the stingy mother family. At this point they flew back unwisely. He also said that he was not miserable and wanted to show his stingy mother. The stingy directly asked the three of them to sing and dance in front of their mother. Then consciously smile with the original face of Tianxiang Gongying. Don't think that you have reached the level of Brother Wang when you are only 8 years old. You can ask us, you are not qualified. Timid white finger said. Request no, you are wrong. This is not a request but an order. You thought you had the support of the post-fight team. I hear this on infection orders. The grandson went straight to the side and took a chair. Where is it? You can just treat me as heir. Said that in a big surprise, he dragged out peanuts and melon seeds and started to branch. Thinking of being stingy and having the healthcare of the reign with high numbers of people. Where is it my turn to show off? Build a little doll and dare to threaten yourself. The two rushed forward regardless of their identities. Jian and the two of them learned to be stingy and still warm to the old disciples. An aura of terror exudes from the body. Make the other party's attacking sub unable to follow up. Dom Hongyu is also a cold man who has been subjected to stingy tricks. Random loud noise. White moon plate. Come to me. When he took pictures of the production and protection of the princess art picture. Then gather power and plan to kill Xiaoqi in one shot. Mr. Wu. Be stingy and leave 2 words lightly. Then Huang played Shen Xianyi to keep the healthcare. Just the prestige of healthcare. Changing the system of the princess family to protect the white moon plate and red inch. Then stingy see quickly through the 3. Directly damage the single field machine of the 3. Killing you and prosecuting is directly polluting the experts. I want to make your life worse than death. The old anti-grandfather also oppressed the 3 of them to take money from my mother. Let them sing well in my mother's money. Said that Babian puts healthcare at the top of the list. And Xin Hui here is worried about mistakenly watching. Suddenly put a very generational name on the 5th middle school. Chang Xing grabbed Xin Hui's little brother. Right on his chest. Why is it so difficult for him to look at his chest silently? Xin Hui looks like a cute creature and wants to escape. Don't come and play every time I'm full. Not sick at all. The girl directly applied and looked at Xin Hui. Who am I not sick? Mingling suffers from lovesickness. But before he finished speaking, he was caught by a woman holding baby. Chang'an, please save my daughter. That little girl has a pretty face and black hair. Xin Hui knew it was serious. But what kind of poison is poisoned? Can only be sure after clearing. Just at this moment when the sound came. Touch him, he planted a red crown and cleared the poison. Xin Hui was shocked to death when he heard that. Be able to distinguish and correct. Is this for the tall? Kushin turned around and looked at the other party. An old man who entered the WTO. The old man confidently said that if you know it or not, let me know. Smell that full of sound for a long time. I can't help but think that he is talking about the other party. But the old man directly directed the little girl to get the seat. Then Jian Zhouwu chose one out of nowhere. Then sweat profusely and pat the girl behind. The little girl spit out a mouthful of Heizhuanxi. Then the little girl's face became red hot. When Xin Hui saw this, he also talked secretly. After a long time, the poisonous cards will come out. Murphy, this is the pass card in his hand. In the next second, Xin Huixia was even more shocked. Directly lightened the palm of the old man. The poisonous blood series at the card will be changed to the 1st level and the 2nd level. The white hands of the old man who sat through it all. Said that he was going to find the poison that made the girl lonely. At this time, Xin Hui was even more confident in his own judgment. Can't go wrong with the attacking card poison. This cover is a master of hidden interpretation. During the fake period, it is covered with strong redness. Then Xin returned to criticize and followed up. I want to take the big head of this tall man. I asked myself if I could show medicine and make models with him. and look forward to seeing him give the villagers affirmation for free. It can be regarded as a vicious person who agrees.
Damn.